I guess you could say I just don't know what to do because it's like a week in and week out, day in, month out, year in, year out crime that these people have been performing, gang stalking, targeting me, harassing me, hijacking my life, stripping me of my integral identity and stripping me from my government identity. My surname, I literally don't have any rights to my own name because of what these people have been doing to me. They circle back as far as like people with unknown names and faces. They circle back into my life as police officers that are doing a joke job or, choking up my reality as far as like my identity being stripped in the first place. These people have hacked my phones, they've hacked my accounts, they've hacked my computer, they've hacked my everything and throughout my life, literally to stage this crime up against me and literally like take over places of my identity for multiple reasons. To not only trade between, the syndicates of people to go to work on my life, but to also utilize information in whichever way that they can to create psychological orchestrated advancements into my life or psychological torture, psychological operations. And so it's very torturous because I don't know exactly where to go or who to turn to. I have literally admittance from my brother about poisoning me up and that I was right about everything. Submitted over to the police. I have information upon information that is literally proofs that should prove to the police enough to have probable cause to go after the rightful people who have been preventing me from living outside of the proximity of this warfare against me. They've never once been there for me. The only time that these people have been there for me is to bring poisonings or to poison me in some fashion. Poison up the food or poison me up directly or poison up my coffee, poison up my water. Oftentimes it was water with Jesse. Oftentimes it was through my coffee with my last proxy made relationship where try they would be trying to keep me poisoned up blind to the crimes. And I mean it worked for a good year, year and some odd months. But after moving into this place, I was really balls to the wall. I wanted to join the real world and move to advance my skills for copywriting and advance my skills to create this website for a charitable endeavor that I've been writing and wanting and dreaming on for a while. And I I I just don't know what to do because now it's like I I finally got my gig app to work correctly. I was able to only work it for like a week before the police ruined that. My job before that was ruined because of the situations of being hacked and hijacked and having my literal accounts being having little increments of money coming out of my accounts to like not leave the account to be flagged to me. But these people would like legitimately steal, or I should say, my last girlfriend, proxy made girlfriend, would steal my card out of my wallet when I was sleeping and go fill up gas, or go get cigarettes, or go get McDonald's, or go, just whatever that would be draining my energy for me to get out to work. And I was working super hard, so it's not like I was having the time to like do both that and figure out this crime. So that once I did figure out I was being poisoned, I had to move differently. I was telling them to get the fuck out of my life for months on end. It took me months on end to get them to physically just leave me alone. And I still don't think that there's other people that have actually physically left me alone that are within this gang stalking operation against me. I legitimately don't know what to do because now they're trying to freeze me out of my own home. I have a space heater in this room, but in all the other rooms, it's getting to be the point where it's freezing. I'm not getting any help. The electricity was shut off long enough for something to be sent into my uh, furnace or something like that happening. Where now that I've legitimately had been fighting forever to get this stuff turned back on, now it's only lasted me what 3 weeks before more things have been happening. So it's like I finally get my availability to work. I changed my number so that these people can't utilize my number on a different shopping account to be able to know my location and know where I'm going and know what I'm shopping for and know who I'm shopping for and know where I'm gonna be going after that. So they've literally been determining my life, my work life, my relationship life, my spiritual life, my family life, my home life, my friendship life. Every little aspect of my life they're aiming to control because of their crimes against me, to continue poisoning me up, to lead me inside of this mess, so blind to the crime that it was meant to like legitimately poison me up so I couldn't reason through it, to poison me up to death, which was almost the case. Then my coming to find out and move differently. I had to move differently than I had in the prior years because I realized if I was opening up about my acknowledgement of being gang stalked to the people that were gang stalking me, that they would see it before I would be able to move and be able to physically get away from them for long enough to try and create a plan of action. So that I was creating a plan of action and I was moving for, in silences of my knowing that these people were performing this crime against me, then all of a sudden they could feel it and they could figure it out, and I couldn't hide it anymore. That I had my memories, that I had literally like all memories that I needed of them poisoning me up since I was a young baby boy. And so I really needed to get away from these people, and I just didn't know how because these people never loved me and I loved them, and it was just really, really, really heart wrenching. And so now that I'm in this situation and I'm really trying to figure out what to do and trying to figure out how to get help, now it's like the police aren't doing anything to help me. The police are like literally instigating to make me coming out of a long-standing poisoning as my reaction the crime itself, when it's just not true. I'm a decent person. I deserve to be treated like a human being, not like a fucking like a murder victim. I don't deserve to have people trying to poison me up, and I don't deserve to have people instigating proxy relationships to continue poisoning me up. I don't deserve these things that are happening on multiple levels through my life, and I deserve to actually reach out to actually get help, actually get the help that I need, not be let into a fucking life like, like I wanted a real life outside of this abuse, and I don't know what to do. Like I wanted to meet the people I was supposed to meet. I wanted to do the things I was supposed to do. I wanted to work, and I'm a really hard worker, and it's just really awful that these people are doing this to me to stop me from working, and uh like making my, like in times where I didn't know when I was being poisoned to these levels, my workmanship would go down. People wouldn't want anything to do with me. Like I would literally smell bad. Like my body detoxing from whatever arsenic abuse they were doing to me. So I just don't know what to do, you guys. Because I'm such a hard worker and working diligently even now to try and figure out what I can do to get out of this, but I just don't fucking know what to do. It's been my whole life. It's been my whole entire life of these people abusing me. So I'm sorry for crying. I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't want them to be able to get away with murdering me I don't want them to be able to get away with doing what they've already done to me throughout my whole life. I wanted to glow up and I wanted to go running and rollerblading and train and now that I'm just like sick made because of the cyanide attack or whatever it was that they did to me, like I legit need help. They like legitimately like drop in these increments of poisoning inside of your life so that your reaction and the things that you're experiencing mentally and physically and emotionally all look like they need it to look for disease manipulation, and so that they can make it look like that whatever they want it to or whatever it resembles, they go with that instead of what being the calculated poisoning that I'm saying has happened. And it's just not true. That like it's not mental health. It's not. I mean, I'm sure like anyone in my situation would have a little bit of a frustration with their mentality and their mental health and their happiness and enjoyment. But that's not depression. That's oppression. I'm being oppressed. I have people that are literally circling back as like vultures in my life to like completely drain me up of all of my time, energy, resources, sabotage my life around every single turn. And so I just don't know what to do because if I can't reach out to the public in this way to help establish for some kind of safety net or an influencer to help stop this, I mean, an influencer, somebody out there could literally stop this. Like, like, I could get through this and they could go after the rightful people for the crimes against me because it's premeditated murder. Like, poisoning me up at 5 or 7 when I, like, literally didn't have the vocabulary to even suggest what was happening to me in the first place. But then on top of it, fighting a covert poisoning that was the same exact feelings that Jesse made for me, that uh, proxy made lovers made for me, and it's the same thing that my brothers were doing to me. It's the same exact feeling. I wouldn't be able to even articulate it to this point. Like now, right now. The only thing that I could say to people is that I was being gangstalked before at jobs and stuff like that. That I was a targeted individual and I was in the process of trying to figure stuff out. But now that I've figured it out and I know where the avenues of this crime has come from, and I've gotten away from these people to have all of my memories coming back to me in folds and folds and folds that literally left me like splat down to the fucking ground in tears and puking and stuff. Like, do you think that it's easy to come out of a long standing poisoning and then not even have one little fucking part of the system that gives a fuck? It's not. And on top of it, these people are literally trying to determine my life. Still. Like, the police are protecting Jesse to poison me and hack me and work in these fucking mental, exhausting affairs to gaslight me in my own reality. And then after 20 years of fighting through homelessness, you're going to be coming up into my house after every fucking thing that I've gotten through to get here? That's not a friend. He should be punched in his fucking face. Really fucking hard. But me just suggesting to that fact doesn't mean that I'm going to do those things because I know that those are the reactions that these police need to continue covering up the crimes that the police have been involved in. So please, if you can, share this message with others. Share my messages. all of my music, all of my lyrical values, all of my speeches, literally like damn near 100% of my work is me trying to get help from this crime. And I don't think that there's anybody else in this entire planet that could be even alive. Like, people die this way and no one even knows that they're literally making it to make your life completely irrelevant and erase you as if you've never existed at all. They'll take and wipe me offline. They'll take my accounts, circle back. Everything of mine goes away for the fifth time. And then these people get away with absolute crimes inside of my life. From the moment of inception to the moment of my death. Hi, I've never gotten to live my own life. I'm 44 years old. Does anyone care? Will you please care? Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's just so difficult. It is just so freaking unfair. People that love you, you're not going to have to question their contents of character at all. And people that love you when you're going through these things, they're going to be there for you. They're not going to be trying to be there to perform crimes and activities inside of your life to determine your life. And that's what these people have been trying to do. So thanks for sharing my work. Please do. Please share this on your Facebook wall. Please share this on your X account. Please share this with your neighbor or your friend. Please share this. Thanks. Thanks for being here.